Hi, good day everyone. So today we're going to be doing January 2017, number 2, paper 2, which is typically algebra question. So let's read the first question. Write as a single fraction. When you say a single fraction, I have two fractions. The first thing that's supposed to come in your mind is LCM, right? Write as a single fraction 2x plus 3 over 3 plus x minus 4 over 4. Right? Again, what is the LCM of 3 and 4? Right? 3 and 4, you use 2 first, then 3 and 2, then you use 2 again. That's 3 and 1, that's 3, that's 1 and 1, 2 2s are 4, 4 3s are 12. You ask yourself how much times the denominator of your fractions could go into LCM. How much times 3 could go into 12? 3 could go into 12. Well, especially when I have terms like this, I like to put my numerator, my algebraic terms, and that is in my numerator, in brackets. All right, so when I say 3 into 12 is 4, you're going to put that 4 outside here. And I say 4 into 12 is 3, you're going to put that 3 here. But not just 3, it'll be plus 3. So 4, you're going to multiply 4 by this, and then 4 by 4 here. So this would be 4 2s are 8, so it's 8x, and 4 by 4 is 16 plus 16. And then 3 by x, and then 3 by minus 4. So 3 by x is plus 3x, and 3 by minus 4 is minus 12, all over 12. Then after you do this, you're going to group like terms, meaning group all the x's and all the numbers, right? So it's going to turn to 8x plus 3x. It'll take in the sign in front of those digits, right? You look at 3x, what is the sign in front of it? Plus. Plus 16, cross out this, minus 12, cross out this. And this will all be over 12. So 8 plus 3, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 11x. 16 minus 12 is plus 4, all over 12. I made a mistake. Here, not supposed to be 4, that's supposed to be 3. That changes the question, right? Because 4 3s are, I had 16, that's not 16, it's supposed to be 12. So instead of 16, you're supposed to have 12 here. And 12 minus 12 is 0. So instead of this 4, it's supposed to be 11x over 12, and that would be your answer. All right. Let's see part B. Write the following statement as an algebraic expression. The sum of a number and its multiplicative inverse is 5 times the number. Sum of a number and its multiplicative is 5 times the number. So you're saying a number. So you're going to say let the number be equal to a symbol, because they're asking for algebraic expression, and algebraic expression means you are using letters, right? So let your number be equals to x. So the sum of x and its multiplicative inverse is 5 times the number. So the sum, which means to add, so the sum of x, meaning x plus the multiplicative inverse. Multiplicative inverse just means what is the inverse of multiplication? Division, right? So it's 1 divided by x, right? That's multiplicative inverse, is equal to 5 times the number. So that's 5 multiplied by x. So it'll be x plus 1 over x is equals to 5x. And that would be your answer right there. Okay, so for part C, they said factorize completely x squared minus 36. All right, so a few things that would come into my head is, does x squared and 36 have anything in common? Because that's what factorization is. Do they have anything in common? They don't. And then the second thing is they're subtracting. So there are 3 things that we look at. They have nothing in common. Right? The second thing is they're subtracting. And the third thing is the two terms in this, because it's only two, are squared numbers. So immediately when you see this, right, you think, well, a squared minus b squared, difference of squared numbers. A squared minus b squared is equals to a minus b in your first bracket and a plus b in your second bracket. So basically we have to find the square root of your first term, which is x squared, and the square root of 36. Right? Square root of x squared is x, square root of 36 is 6. So x squared minus 36 would be open bracket x plus 6 and x minus 6. And that would be your answer for this question. Right? This one here, we see that the highest power is squared. And then we have x, and then you have nothing here. When you see it in the form of that, i.e. ax squared plus bx plus c, that plus could either be plus or minus, it doesn't matter. When you see it in this form, immediately you think it is a quadratic equation, right? Now, for quadratic equations, there are a few steps to factorize, right? Step 1 is to identify a, b, and c. And if you look at the form it is in, a is your coefficient of x squared, b is your coefficient of x, and c is your constant. So a would be 2, b would be 5, and c would be not just 12. What is the sign in front of 12? Minus 12. Right? Step 2 is to multiply ac, which is 2 by 12, which is equals to 24. Step 3, 24, you find your factors of 24 via the pairing method. 1 multiplied by what would give you 24? 1 by 24. 2 by 12. Right, that's the next pair. 3 could go into 24, yes. 3, 8 3s are 24. Right, 4 could go into 24, yes. 4 by 4 by 6, 6 4s are 24. The only number between 4 and 6 is 5. 5 cannot go into 24, so these are all my factors of 24. Then step 4, you look at what b is. B is equals to 5, right? And you're going to ask yourself, which pairs can I add or subtract to get 5? So the first pair was 1 and 24. If you add it or subtract it, you will not get 5. 2 and 12, if you add or subtract, you will not get 5. 3 and 8, if you subtract 3 and 8, you will get 5. So that is how we get b is now 8 minus 3. And 8 subtract 3 is in fact 5. So now wherever we see b, you're going to put 8 minus 3. So it is going to turn to 2x squared plus, let's do this. I didn't show this in the next video, but I'll do this. Instead of b, you put in 8 minus 3, close bracket, x minus 12. Right? And according to distributive law, you're going to multiply everything, the number outside the bracket by each term in the bracket. So that's x by 8 and x by minus 3. All right? So that is 2x squared plus 8x minus 3x minus 12. Now, you have 4 terms. Immediately when you have 4 terms, you pair them off. Right? Right? So now, we have 4 terms. Once we have 4 terms, you take the first 2 pairs, which is 2x squared plus 8x, and factorize that. That is, what does 2 and 8 have in common? They have 2 in common, right? And what does x squared and x have in common? They have x in common. So 2x by what will give you 2x squared? 2 by x. And 2x by what would give you 8x? 2 by, well, first you look at the number. 2 by what would give you 8, 4. And well, we already have our x, so it's plus 4. Right? Now, please note, especially when you're factorizing quadratics, once you get your first bracket, the next bracket must be the same. So you must get x minus 4. If you do not, then the pair that you took for step 4 is incorrect and you have to recheck. Alright, so you're going backwards. X by what would give you minus 3x? So you're going to say x multiplied by what would give you 3x. Right? Look at the sign first off. A plus and a what would give you a minus? A plus and a minus. And then 1 by what would give you 3? 1 by 3. And we have x. Both of them have x, so you don't have to say x by what would give you x, right? So we know that the number outside here is minus 3. And you do a quick multiplication in your head to see if it is correct. Minus 3 by x is minus 3x, so that is correct. And minus 3 by plus 4 is minus 12. Alright, so you know that your pair that you took is correct. Also, your brackets are the same. So you're going to put x plus 4, which is in your brackets, both brackets, and then whatever is outside, which is 2x minus 3. Alright, and that would be your answer for factorizing this term right here. Alright, so D, the formula for the volume of a cylinder, V is equals to pi r squared h. Make r the subject. So first off, that is multiplication. So you could simply rearrange. Remember, multiplication is commutative. Does not matter the order in which you put them. Multiply them, you'll get the same answer. So you can say that V is equals to r squared pi h. And you want to carry across multiply by. So if you carry this across, the opposite will be divide. So that's V divided by pi h. You're carrying this as a term, right? Pi as one term is equals to r squared. You want to make r the subject. If you carry across squared over the equal sign, the opposite of squared is square root. So this will be the square root of V over pi h is equals to r. That would be your answer for this question right here. It said given that x squared plus ax plus b is equal to this, work out the values of a and b. Simply, we're going to open this out, right? So we're going to have x plus 2 squared minus 3. So x squared means x plus 2 by x plus 2. We'll forget about the 3 for now, right? We'll bring it back after, right? So when you have this, you're going to multiply the first term by everything in the bracket. So that'll be x by x plus 2. And the next is plus 2 by x and 2 by, so it's plus 2 by x plus 2. Right? So this will be x by x is x squared. X by 2 is plus 2x. Then 2 by x is plus 2x again. And then 2 by 2 is plus 4. So that's x squared plus 4x plus 4. Right? And now we're going to bring in minus 3. Alright? So it's x squared plus 4x plus 1. Right? And we want to x squared plus ax plus b. Now, if we equate them, meaning what is the number in front of x? So 4x is equals to ax. Therefore, a is equals to 4. And then b is equals to 1. Right? You see the count. So we know that a is 4 and b is 1. And that is how you would do January 2017, number 2, paper 2.